You send a text. Simple. 2 lines. Then you read it again and again. Did that sound too eager? Too cold? Should there have been a period at the end? Or does a period sound angry now? 10 minutes pass. You're still building a case for a conversation the other person has already forgotten. Psychology has a name for what's happening in your head right now, and it's not overthinking. That word is too small for what this actually is. This isn't a personality quirk. It's not just how your brain works. It's a survival mechanism, one that used to save lives, and now spends its time analyzing text messages. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly where this pattern came from, why your brain refuses to turn it off, and why the harder you fight it, the louder it gets. Stay with me. This gets stranger before it gets clearer. Let's make this concrete. It's 11 p.m. You're lying in bed, the lights are off, the day is over, and your body is exhausted. Your mind is not. It's replaying a meeting from 6 hours ago. Specifically, the 4 seconds where your coworker's face did something you can't quite name. Was that annoyance? Boredom? Did you say something wrong? You didn't decide to think about this. It simply started. And now you can't stop it. This is the pattern. An unanswered message becomes evidence of abandonment. A pause in conversation becomes a verdict. A neutral comment gets replayed until it turns hostile, not because it was, but because your mind won't let it stay neutral. People around you say the obvious thing: "You're overthinking this. Just relax." As if relaxing were a switch, as if you hadn't already tried. Here's what they don't understand: you're not choosing this. Something in you is working overtime, scanning for danger in places where there isn't any left to find. Psychology has a specific term for this: rumination. Not thinking too much, a repetitive, involuntary loop of negative thought that your brain treats as productive, even when it isn't. Psychologist Susan Nolan Hoeksema spent decades studying this pattern, and her research found something important. Rumination doesn't solve problems. It doesn't lead to insight. It just repeats. Like a song stuck on the same 4 seconds, over and over. So why does your brain do this? In most cases, this pattern was built early during a childhood where the environment wasn't predictable, where a parent's mood could shift without warning, where staying alert wasn't optional, it was how you kept yourself safe. Your brain, still developing, learned a rule: if I can predict what happens next, I won't get hurt. That rule worked. For a child, hypervigilance is smart. It's adaptive. It's the mind doing exactly what it's supposed to do in an unstable environment. But here's the mechanism nobody explains. Your brain doesn't know the environment changed. It doesn't know you grew up. It doesn't know the person who might be upset with you now is a coworker on Slack, not a parent whose mood decided whether the night would be calm or not. The rule never got updated. It just got relocated. From the household to the group chat. From your parents' footsteps on the stairs to a message left on read. Neuroscience backs this up. The brain region most active during rumination, the default mode network, lights up when you're not focused on a task, when your mind is left to wander. In people who ruminate chronically, that network shows heightened activity. It's not that your brain is broken, it's that it's stuck in a loop it once needed. And here's the twist, the part that actually explains why this feels endless. The harder you try to force the thought to stop, the stronger it comes back. This isn't a lack of willpower. It's a documented effect. Trying to suppress a thought makes your brain monitor for that exact thought, which means it has to keep thinking about it just to check if it's gone. The suppression becomes the fuel. Now look at where this shows up in your life today. At work, it's the email you've reread 5 times before sending, terrified one wrong word will be misread as something it isn't. In relationships, it's the silence after "we need to talk" that your mind fills with 100 worst-case endings before the conversation even starts. At 2 a.m., it's just you and the ceiling, and a conversation from a decade ago that still hasn't finished replaying. None of this is happening because something is wrong with you. It's happening because a part of you is still trying to protect a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. So the next time you send a text and read it 4 times before your thumb even leaves the screen, remember this: that's not a flaw. That's a system built to keep a much younger version of you safe, still running, still convinced the danger hasn't passed. The way out isn't silencing your mind. It's teaching it slowly that not every unanswered message is an emergency. I'm Theo. If this explains something you've never had words for, to follow the channel.